played Panda, but we will. Alright. Warrior. We are going to pick... I think I'm just going to go Tauren for the first time. I really enjoy Tauren Warriors. Real big, beefy dudes. Kind of plays in the fantasy of it. You're more than welcome to a different race, but it will be harder to obviously long start in different areas. Tauren Warrior. We're going to go arms, so I just call it Viking Arms. And to come up with a duck that's a little more creative. And then we're just going to start. This is just kind of how I like to start with the character. I kind of like that. I'm not a big one on character customization, but kind of feels good. That feels pretty good. Get the out of here. Bird. How are you gonna see people to smash them? You get a flower too? Not. I actually really like that color base. Let's just go take out the flower because that's for Fruit Loops. And this is our warrior, I think. Do we want to change anything about it? I don't think so. I think it looks pretty cool. You can pick between 2 starting areas when you play the game. Every race will have their own starting area. Classic has been revamped over time. Or you can play the Exiles. Exiles Reach is meant for beginners, tutorials, and you actually get some pretty nice gear by the end of it, but again, it's gear for like... that being said, though, if you're newer to the game and you want to learn about like key bindings, this is for you. Maybe that's pretty interesting. We are gonna go right. We'll dive into Mulcore. There's a warrior. We'll talk about add-ons, or we can do that in game. We can kick off the cutscene here.
Great tragedy has rocked the Tauren tribes and shaken their once stalwart devotion to the Horde. A disagreement between the new Orc war chief Garrosh Hellscream and the beloved Tauren chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof led to a duel that ended in Cairn's death. With his loss, the vile matriarch Magatha Grimtotem launched a murderous attack, attempting to seize control of Thunder Bluff for herself. However, Cairn's brave son, Bane Bloodhoof, successfully repelled the attack and banished the surviving Grimtotem to the farthest reaches of the land. Under Bane's hopeful leadership, the Tauren people now seek to heal their wounds and restore the balance between the various factions of the Horde. To this end, a new generation of Tauren Sunwalkers has arisen to lead their people into the light of a new dawn and the promise of rebirth.
I think those are the paladins.
As a proud tribesman of Mulgore, you must uphold the honor of your people and safeguard the lands of your ancestors.
Boom. Alright, let's zoom out. Yeah, I talked a little bit about Cairn Bloodhoof and Bane Bloodhoof. If you don't know the story, Cairn was the chieftain and a big hero in like the Warcraft 3 games. Total badass. He was killed back in like Cataclysm. He was backstabbed by like Garrosh, who was a bitch. Or didn't realize he got poisoned or some shit like that, but anyway. Cairn died, and so did a lot of my love. Cairn is my spirit animal. Died. Okay. Moving on from me lamenting about old dead characters, let's talk about setting up the game. First thing I always do, I go into interface controls, and then I go to auto loot, turn that on. I don't want to waste time looting shit. Then I go to combat, and if I'm looking for more detailed information about what's happening to my character, scrolling combat text for self is very nice. That'll show a bunch of extra thingies for you. Go into display. I don't think there's anything here that we want. No. Social. Block guild invites. Probably all I'm going to do. I just don't want to see people inviting me to random shit all the time. Alright, action bars. Bottom left, bottom right. Right 1, right 2. So we just pumped out a bunch of them. You can see I've got hotkeys already kind of configured from the way I've played. Don't worry about that. You can have your own hotkeys, do it however the hell you want. And then finally, interface names always show nameplates. This is just the way I like to play. Please feel free to follow and do whatever you want. Honestly, it does not matter. All right. Um, okay, I think I did everything. Then next we're going to go and configure a couple add-ons. Um, I will be using Azeroth Autopilot, that's AAP. That's probably the only thing you really need. I like to have Azeroth Autopilot, Gathermate 2, and Sexy Map. You don't actually need Sexy Map, that's just from my old man eyes because I can't see the minimap very big. My monitor is massive. Azeroth Autopilot is an add-on that's going to help us get a lot more efficiency out of the game. It's going to auto turn in quests for us and accept them and all kinds of cool little things like that. And if you are doing profession gathering, like herbs or mine or archaeology, Gathermate 2 will actually help you out a lot with that. So let's first open Azeroth Autopilot. And go ahead and install it if you don't. If you don't want it, it's really not a big deal. But when you open it up, I go to quest options. Everything should be selected automatically. Make sure your quest list is over yonder on the left. Go to arrow, make the arrow big, and stick it somewhere useful that you'll see often. And then finally, when you come down here to general, make sure if you want to skip cutscenes, select that. I personally, even though I skip the majority of quest dialogue, I do like to see a cutscene once in a while, so I leave that unchecked. And then I auto sell gray items, auto repair, and I think that's everything you need to know about. All right. Not auto. I'd say the last thing would be talking about paths. So we aren't really going to hit paths too much. This is more of a speed running thing. So what you would do is come in here and say like, I want a level in Kalimdor from Duratar 1 to 30. Then I would just drag that over here. And then what that'll do is actually update your quest list here and an arrow telling you where to go. So you need to run 1400 yards X yonder way. But of course, Duratar is for orcs and trolls and shit, so that doesn't work for us. Um, Azeroth Autopilot is amazing for speed running. So if you come up here and you click the speed run path, it would then populate with speed running type thingamajiggies, which will take you through, I want to say Warlords of Draenor. Expansion, it's so fast, but honestly, we're going to play fast enough that it doesn't really matter. And let me see. Let's talk real quick about being a Tauren, and then we're going to get going. So Taurens have Brawn, or no, let's start with War Stomp. So War Stomp is a quick AoE stun around you in like 8 yards. So if I click that ability, you go Jam Slam, you AoE stun, it's pretty nice. You get critical strike damage increased, makes your crits hit bigger and harder, always good for warriors. Bam. Herbalism is increased by 15, and you gather herbs faster. That's actually pretty nice for farming. Endurance, you get some extra stamina per level. Pretty nice. You reduce nature damage taken. Honestly, lots of races have these. They're a bit of a holdover from the classic days. It's not nothing in terms of like in-game potential, but it's pretty much nothing. And then you just show weapon skills and languages and whatever. Yada yada yada. Our one ability we have is Slam. I'm going to move that over to an ability I like. And Slam is just going to spend some rage after you smack some things, and it's going to smack it back for 7 physical damage. Pretty straightforward. So let's get going.
Well,
Wind, he will give you a quest where we will run out this direction. So you will follow the path east of Camp Narache, I don't know how to say that shit, and find Gruul Hawkwind. So, as we're running here, in case you don't know much about the Tauren are sort of like native people, nomadic, tribal, very in tune with like nature and honor and balance and things like that. Honestly, they're pretty cool narrative flow. Hawkwind on running, we're gonna go kill Wilbur because even though Tauren are amazing and huge. We are getting overwhelmed by Wilbur, I guess. We're gonna run, smacking this guy, and run back towards the next mob. And kind of the beginning of a trend a lot, which is I'm gonna be fighting something that sort of losing perspective. It's killing three beds. And the reason for that is we're not like speed running this content, which is totally fine. I think not a really healthy game. I do want to feel things relatively fast. So I kind of adopt a mindset of either like always be moving or always be doing. And this is the beauty you're going to see of the Azeroth autopilot, the auto turn. And I'm just going to run right through this guy, turn in the quest, accepting a new one, and leveled up. Didn't even stop moving. He did hit level 2. It's my chat here. I don't like the way it's set up. Yep. And let's go ahead and put charge on one of my abilities. Enemy, game. Or stomp them, smack them. Bomb. Charge is a fantastic ability. So every roughly like 15 seconds or so, 20 seconds, you charge an enemy, you immobilize them, I believe. Yeah, root it for 1 second, and you generate 10 rage. So not only does this help us move around the battlefield much quicker, so like just a little bit closer to my objective, but it also helps me kind of fuel into my attacks a little bit better, get a little bit of rage, smack, slam, on to the next guy. So we just freed the Braves from their cages. Let's start moving back here. Charge that. And go back, turn this quest in. Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for this series. I hope you guys are too. I have played World of Warcraft, honestly, my god, like forever. Since vanilla. Yeah, it's weird to think about, because it has been so long, but really the first time I've ever tried to like import in some way, and sort of feeds into my love of experiencing new characters, because although there are so many legitimate concerns and complaints about the state of the game at any given time, one thing I feel like World of Warcraft has always done really well is delivering on a unique sort of identity. What I mean by that is a warrior feels like a warrior. Go ahead and turn in your quests to that gal and accept new ones. You will probably level up, hit level 3 if you're not already. And that will give us Shield Slam. I'm going to go ahead and move Shield Slam onto my bar. And we're going to head over here and kill some more Quillboar. I think they stole some guns or some shit. I don't know. Who cares?
I need to get close.
Yes, and this is the first area that made me kind of not leak stuff right away. Because these enemies are going to be so grouped up. When I want to actually loot all 3 of these, I just need to click one body, and the game is now. The guy just fucking waved at me. I'll wave back. See you, bro. Oh my god, he just murdered a rabbit! You monster! The game lets you more than one corpse at a time. One way we can kind of help save time is there's no reason to kill them off, loot them off, kill them off. That's a little bit slow. So what we can do is just kind of connect corpses in a chain and then just sort of loot somewhere in the middle. And there you go, you looted 4 things. You just move on over here. That guy's getting tagged. You ever see someone out in the wild, just kind of piggyback off them like that. It's pretty nice. Then we can kill a bunch of these born. I got back. Starting to get a little. It's one sort of downside about the warrior. You really don't have any survivability in terms of like sustaining your life. A warrior, I guess you do get victory rush later, which will kind of help heal you, but unless you've killed something as a warrior, victory rush to heal you, you're in combat and you gotta put that guy in the ground or he's gonna hit you in the ground. They're going to be very combat and aggressive focus as opposed to maybe something like a druid or a priest. Priest being you could heal yourself, keep you alive a lot, or as a druid you have so much flexibility to like run or teleport or jump, whatever. Charge that guy and oh my god, he got fucking destroyed. Alright, so you can see we're going to follow the always be doing mantra. Keep kill this guy along the way. Get a little bit extra experience. Turn those quests in. And 4. That is hamstring. Let's, as we're running, put on auto run with unlock. I'm going to move hamstring over to my queue. That's kind of where I like it. So hamstring is a tad bit of a PvP. There are use cases for it. So like there I did hamstring. You can slow him down if you need to get away and like escape or something, but mostly you're going to use hamstring in rare situations and in the PvP to make sure you stay on top of like say casters or something. Alright, group a bunch of these windows up and come over here, and once they all get here I'm going to AoE stun them and throw a torch in that thing. Gonna light them all on fire, and we're gonna get a bunch of 4 kills. That's glorious. I feel like they just bugged out. Shouldn't have been 10 kills. Alright, whatever. That was easy. An AoE loot. Those guys, we got jerky. Totally useless. Perfect. Throw some fire on that one. Head on over here. Throw some fire on that one. That is it. Let's slap this guy in the ass, then head back to town. Excuse me, stick on your auto run again. There are a number of pathways you can level through the game now, especially when you unlock time walking. So you could go through the beginner zone, which is Exile's Reach, into Battle for Azeroth expansion, and you could go that all the way to 50. You can also play through time walking through some of the older expansions like Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. I'm particularly a big Wrath of the Lich King fan. I think it's not my most favorite leveling expansion ever. It is just a beautiful expansion. It's so good in so many ways. I just loved it. But you can see if we zoom out on our map here, we can see. So the zone we're in right now, Mulgorg, you could technically level up to 30 here, although you won't. There aren't that many quests to do, but all of the old sort of zones here, they go to 30 or 35, so you could stick around in kind of old world content for quite a while, which honestly is a little bit of a shame to me because the old world content is, there's so much that it's so good. There's really so much content in general, but you guys being the shit out of me. It is a bit of a shame how fast you level now. I understand why they've done it that way. Can't. WoW is not necessarily a game. Go and kill that guy and loot the thing, and then we're gonna head over back to town. WoW is not really a game where you are incentivized to experience the story of each expansion.
I'm
So,
out
like, if
of
you
range.
ever played Final Fantasy, you actually have to sort of slog through all the expansions. And one of the ways they make that a little bit easier on you is that it's incredibly story driven all along the way. And there's kind of a reason to do it. So the trade-off being it's very slow to kind of get up to level cap and unlock all the different aspects of the game, which can turn some players off.
How?
Turn in our quest, hit level 5, and then we're gonna, oh, there's a thingy we gotta do here. Offer placed. Okay,
What
place it,
brings you
turn it
here?
in, now we head up there. And then we just unlocked Victory Rush too. So let's go put that on my bar. So whenever you kill an enemy that yields experience or honor for 20 seconds, you will have a Victory Rush charge that that you can use to do a little bit of damage. It's not terrible, it's not great, but it heals you for 10% of your maximum health. Now, I want to say that goes up with like a talent or something up to like 20%. So as long as you're chaining from like mob to mob to mob, you can basically keep yourself healed the whole time leveling, which is a really great way to do it. Before Victory Rush, which was like Cataclysm or something, I don't remember exactly. You basically just, as a warrior, you eyeballed one mob, you like locked eyes like an old west, like a Wild Wild West duel or something, and then you just went mono a mono with that dude, and hopefully you didn't die. Like that was basically leveling. When he beat the shit out of
The
you, and you
winds
were still
strike.
barely alive, then you like you just used a bandage or something. Like every fucking mob, it was brutal. Luckily, the game is not quite that brutal anymore, and for those of you that enjoy the brutal aspects, WoW Classic has got it. Pretty brutal. All right, we crushed through that pretty fast. That was 20 minutes. Not too bad. So explaining and taking it slow and not even using a, you can have a mount early. I forget what it's called. I think it's like chauffeur or something. So you could be going even faster. But 20 minutes for the starting zone, you get over to Bloodhoof. Talk to
Hail.
little Thunderhorn here.
Go in peace.
Turn in a quest, accept a quest. Then we're gonna go directly up here, get the flight path. We're gonna head into this tent, and we're gonna accept this quest.
Greetings.
Talk to
Hey.
that repair guy and
Looking
auto
for
repair
something
your gear while
special?
you're here.
Be careful.
Then we're gonna come over to the profession
How may I
trainer,
aid you?
and we're gonna select gathering profession herbalism. Learn that one.
May the
And
eternal
then you
sun
can really
shine
choose
upon you.
between mining or skinning. Um, they're honestly both fine. I kind of prefer skinning because it'll be sort of, you won't have to move necessarily
Be
to
careful. Looking for something
the
special?
node to farm it. So whatever you pick, make sure you grab a tool for it. So we picked herbalism, grab your herbalist spade from the trade good vendor here. And, excuse me, pick up the skinning knife too for skinning. If you're mining, make sure you grab a mining pick.
Goodbye.
There are a lot more professions in the game, as you are probably aware. For leveling purposes, I really find it only valuable to, so let's go pick up this quest. I really only find it valuable to do a gathering profession because they changed it in, I want to say back in Kata or like WoD or something,
Please.
where you got experience for those things. You don't get experience from making something
How?
with, like, say, blacksmith, like
So.
a crafting profession, which honestly is a bit of a shame.
Greetings.
I think they
Goodbye.
probably should bring that in. Go ahead and collect all these quests up, and then we're gonna head out of town. But um, not only do you get experience from like
What
herbalism,
brings you here?
skinning, or mining,
You
but
wish
you're
to speak.
also going to be able to sell that
What brings
for
you
decent
here?
gold early on. Now, you're saying you probably don't need gold, right? If this is not your first character, it's probably not that big a deal. But with these and the leveling up process, you can basically afford everything your character needs along the way to 60, which is pretty nice. That includes flying, so you're hitting the flying skill tree as you kind of go throughout the levels. All right, we did our loop through town. We picked up all the quests. I'm not going to grab this. That's a Noble Garden Merchant. That's a holiday thing. If you know how to do those, go for it. I don't really, so I'm not going to learn. And then Innkeeper, make this your home. That will make sure that your Hearthstone here, let's go ahead and put that on my bar, will teleport you back that inn, which we will do in just a little tiny bit. And we are going to go down south, I believe. Yeah, I think this is the pattern, because we're going to go here, we're going to kill these gnolls, then we're going to hop over, do a bunch of kind of wildlife in the middle, and then there's going to be some harpies over there for one of our other quests. Oops, almost ran into that thing. And then on our way back, we're going to turn in that quest and head back to town. So we're going to do a bit of a loop. That's how I want you to typically think about how you're moving throughout the world. So thinking of the always be moving, always moving. Also think about how you're going to like run your character through and like sort of get back to town. Victory rush there and we killed that guy. And you can really kind of see how you can just group up a bunch of shit. And as long as you keep killing them in order. So I have a victory rush, pop it on that guy, heal, and then he's low, so I finish him off, get another victory rush. Kill this guy, finish him off, get another victory rush. And just you kill a thing, you victory rush, you heal. You victory rush, you heal. Really great combo. Oh, I'm a skinner. Right, I forgot all about that shit. Well, when you kill a thing, you don't get experience for skinning. What? What? It must be only mining. Well, see ya, bitch. We're gonna need a bunch of these different mobs for kind of little animal parts we need to pick up. Aggro this other guy over here. Buddy. Give a shield slam, rush, loop, and move on. Unfortunately, right now, we do not have access to a ranged ability. But luckily, if they're a red nameplate, it will just aggro onto you and you can warm up. And if you're walking through a bunch of things, make sure you just kind of periodically tag one with ability. That way they don't kind of reset and go back. Pick them all up. Alright, we got all the animal parts from that. Here's the gnoll camp. Start pounding these gnolls. I don't think the gnolls, you need to loot them for anything, so unless it's an AoE kind of situation, I'm just not going to do it. So we need to kill 15 guys. And it's a one-handed weapon is back. This is not an arms warrior. This is a shitty warrior. No one will get there. Level 10. You can see on my minimap, we've got an earth root over here. Let's go ahead and pick up that earth root. You can see how fast that is with the Tauren. Oof, feels so good. Got some experience, got a couple earth root. That'll sell surprisingly well in the auction house. So I guess just because people like level up the professions or something. I don't know why. This is kind of what I like to do for early gold. It's really easy. Helps me level faster too. For the most part.
I'm out of range.
just kind of lining myself up as I move between mobs, making sure that whatever direction I'm moving is a useful direction. If that's too disorienting for you, you might like just using strafe to run sort of side by side with the mob. That makes it pretty nice. Go ahead and kill this guy, and we just got shield blocks. Let me put that on my bar in a useful place. Got it. Shield block is a mitigation ability for protection warriors, where you will begin to block damage from a melee attack, or ranged, I guess. I don't know actually ranged, but I need to kill 2 more gnolls. I left a bit early. We will not use shield block really much, Loveland. With your protection, you'll be doing a lot of AoE farming, pulling lots of enemies together, and using abilities that hit multiple enemies. That will give you a little bit more of a reason to use shield block, as you'll mitigate a lot of damage from multiple sources. But for us, and right now, like, these enemies hit you for like 4 damage. I've got 250 health. Grab this earth. There you go. 110 experience. Shabby. Alright, we're gonna go pick up some swoop quills, and then head on over to the Wind Fury Talon, and then we're gonna loop back around. But yeah, shield block is whatever. Honestly, it's a giant waste of rage right now. You only get 100 rage, and it costs 30. So, like, do you really want to spend 30 rage, which could have been spent on, like, slams to help kill shit faster, to block basically 0 damage? So, it seems kind of like... Kill that guy, come over here. We got a Peace Bloom on the ground. Kill him, loot Peace Bloom. That Torrent speed is so nice on herbs. Looks like we got another one over here. Silver Leaf. Don't mind if I do. Leg. Is it there again? Did I just not pick it up?
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I can't carry anymore. What? Got too much shit in it? This is one of the problems with picking, honestly. To just drop some crap and whatever.
It's too far.
Alright, keep hopping around. Kill that guy. We got another herb. We should be close enough over here. Perfect. If you're not finishing the quills in time before you run over for the harpies, don't worry about it. You can loop back around. Those fuckers are everywhere. One nice thing about these is that they have a huge aggro range, so you can kind of just pick a bunch of them up, but they do cast, so then they don't move. Ugh. Kind of loop over here. There looks to be some type of loop again. Kind of pick that up. I mean, yeah, when you think about it, the profession stuff really adds up pretty fast, honestly. I probably picked up 5 or 6, giving me around like 500-600 extra experience out of whatever 4,000. It's like, or almost like a fourth of a level just from grabbing flowers. kind of ridiculous when you think about it, but whatever, I'm not complaining.
Target.
Alright. That's Wind Fury's down. Let's kill these two swoop doodle-diddles on our way back.
Closer.
Ugh, that guy died too fast.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
And I think that should be good. It's like this guy wants a piece of me. On our way back, make sure to turn in this quest to the guy on the road.
I'm out of range.
Like there's an herb over there. That's pretty out of the way. I'm gonna. One little trick you can do when you're moving around. Works a little bit because weapons take time to swing in between each strike. That when you're running, you can kind of jump and then double mouse press to turn your camera around real quick. So that will get an extra white attack in, which then generates some rage, and you can clock in an ability too while you're doing that. Kind of helps you keep moving full speed in a direction without losing, say, whatever you call it, momentum, or whatever you're doing. All right, we're going to hop around the lake to this ravaged caravan. Oh, hey buddy, walked right into you. Gonna stun that guy, get this flower,
Too far away.
beat him in the face. And on our way over, we're gonna be looking for these little cougars.
I'm out of range.
Oh, look at that guy in his fancy mail. These cougars will drop us a femur, which we will need. That guy dropped nothing. Okay. And simple dagger. Won't need that shit anymore. That femur will be used, I think, for some kind of quest to like attract another predator in the area or some shit like that. That won't kill that predator. But anyway, pound a couple of cougars here. Cougar didn't drop any loot again. So not only are we pounding cougars, we are getting nothing for it. Which, I feel like there's a joke somewhere in there. Write it in the comments if you like pounding cougars and get nothing. I don't know. I'll up with something. There we go. Femur! Alright, we're gonna hop up here, do this quest, and then probably hearth back to town. Kill him, buddy. I believe this is a caravan that got ransacked by some goblins. Kind of what it looks like. It is annoying. So, get this box. We have to go back and talk to that guy, so let's not do that. Oh my god, where the hell did these people come from? No, this is actually a case where I'm going to use block, because there are so many people. I'm going to keep moving too, I don't really want to stop. But make sure when you're overwhelmed to kill the lowest enemy, and then get a victory rush in. That'll help sustain you as you keep knocking people out. Come on, buddy. You got herbs to pick up over here. Pick it up. Get that, and then we're gonna get one more.
I'm out of range.
Then we're gonna head back to town. Alright, let's hearth. Now, you might be saying, well, why not just run? And I go, well, I'm lazy as shit, and I have a hearthstone. I'm just going to use it. Especially if you're playing in short increments of time, just use the hearthstone, like all the time. It's going to save you from wasting time moving around, doing stupid stuff.
Well,
Excuse me. Going to turn in our quest. Looks like we leveled up. We got a new ability, Pummel. Put that on my 5 key. That's where I like it. Pummel is an interrupting ability. You will punch the target and they will stop casting whatever spell they are casting. That will then lock them out of that school for, what does it say, 4 seconds? 4 seconds. Very nice. You will use that in all PvE and PvE situations, really. Turn that in, pick up the quest, yada yada.
well met.
Here, turn in that one. You'll definitely see interrupt used a lot in PvP. It will come up in PvE, but honestly, the game has so many people that can interrupt, you can kind of not even do it, and someone else will take care of it. Or be a good player, interrupt things. It's at level 8. We just level up twice in town. Whatever. We got Taunt! That might not seem like a big deal, but Taunt is a ranged ability.
Ham.
Make sure we go get mining real quick. Train me in mining. Thank you, baby.
Be careful.
Oh, was there another?
May the eternal sun
Make sure you pick up a
shine
mining
upon
pick,
you.
and let's clear out our bags a little bit. My god. Silverly, got a drum. Don't need eggs, Malachite. That's stupid.
Go in peace.
Where do I want this? I usually like it on Shift T. I know that's kind of a weak one, but maybe I can come up with something better. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Taunt is a ranged ability, 30 yards with an 8-second cooldown, which will, I don't know why I'm explaining this. Taunt, it makes an enemy attack you, takes whatever aggro, and just puts you on that meter, so the enemy will stop hitting, say, your, I don't know, rogue or demon hunter, whoever is just crushing you on threat. It is definitely a protection ability, but all warriors will get it. And you can use that to your advantage. You can do some pretty creative things in the game where, because warriors don't have ranged abilities per se. So this one is right on our way. It's Wolf, so I'm just going to charge him. But this next one, I don't want to run all the way over there, so I'm just going to cast Taunt. Now you can see now I got 2 guys on me. You're not going to have a lot of ranged abilities, so you might not think to ever do that, but it actually is really helpful to cast Taunt. Like right there, I pulled him in. So now I start attacking on him sooner, walk over to this guy, get him in combat, finish that guy, victory rush, and you can kind of see how it starts feeling really fluid. We're going to make our way to this well, and I think we need to use this item and cleanse it. There we go. Oh. What the hell? I just got CC'd. What is this, PvP? Come on, get out of here. Pick up that bread. Eat it immediately, because it's bread. And keep on moving. We're going to make our way up back to the Ravaged Caravan guy. Pick up the flower along the way.
It's too far.
Haunt that guy, put him in.
It's too far away.
Right.
I'm out.
Did I make it? Alright, I made it. Got a little distracted. Alright. This guy is going to now send you over to a cave. We're going to have to help clear out some Venture Co. goblins. Goblins are shitbags. Even goblins on your team in dungeons, all goblins are shitbags. So we will now go and kill them all. That's not true. Are all goblins shitbags? No. That was a joke. Some goblins are nice, but all goblins tend to be a little bit greedy. Know what I mean? Kill. Kill. And keep on moving. Nailed it. Gotta check, make sure you're running the right direction sometimes. It'd be nice if we had any AoE abilities yet, but... Ooh, what do we got over here? Oh, I'll get that on the way out. To derp. Gonna taunt that guy, bring him in. Swoop back down a little bit here. Get that guy into aggro. They'll kill the lowest one. Victory rush. Kill the lowest one. Victory rush. Kill the lowest one. And then got a victory rush. And just keep kind of chugging away. Beautiful. So even though we pulled 4 mobs and we were in danger and yada yada yada, we still end with not only a victory rush heal, but like half health. So as long as you can kill one of the enemies and chain it into another enemy, you can basically sustain yourself forever. Grab this little ore here while I'm up. The problem you run into is when you're kind of underpowered compared to the mobs. And you can't get that kill in time, or maybe you get the kill and like you can't get another one before they do too much damage to you. So that's what you got to be careful of. But honestly, for the most part, you can just... oh, it's a rare. Enforcer Mealgood? I don't know what it says. But a shield block, so we got quite a few. Guys actually have me pretty damn hard. Jesus! I'm gonna hamstring him and run away. This guy is absolutely crushing me. I just need to finish him off with being a pussy. There we go. Strategy number 2 with the warrior, don't be a pussy. Got another baggy. Man, that guy really fucking hurt, Jesus. I'm take it a little bit slow here. Kinda wish I saved that bread now. Milk and some mana. It's useless. What a useless stat. Oh boy, that's fire damage. We can't block that. Spam really hard. Slam. Slam harder. Slam. 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 Got him. Really good at this game. I guess one little tactic I probably should have done is backing out and charging for rage. If you're a little bit short on rage, you can kind of back away from the mob, turn really quick, and then charge back in. Oh, I lost it. Shit. It's not good. Come on. Taunt the gazelle. The gazelle runs, because why not? But victory rush. Alright, Peace Bloom. Peace Bloom? Ah, he dazed me. I was just gonna run away. Whatever. So if I was paying attention, I probably would have wound back through that herb over there. But it gets to be kind of a lot to keep on your mind, especially when you're low on health, a little distracted. So if you're getting overwhelmed with that stuff, keep it more simple. Just run back and forth with your kids. Okay, dazed me again. Okay, I'm not chasing. That is stupid. Turn in some quests, and I think we're gonna level up again. Level 9! What do we get? Whirlwind? Oh, whirlwind? Unleashes a whirlwind of steel, striking all nearby targets for 19 physical damage. Damage reduced for targets beyond 5. I don't know what my AoE ability usually is. A hotkey, whatever. Alright, let's head back to town. One more level, and then we can start doing a two-hander, like a real arms warrior. That'll be fun. But I think we're going to turn this quest in, and I'm at an hour, but I kind of want to push it through and, become an actual arms warrior. So I think this is the last video I'm going to record for the day, so why don't I just go ahead and do it. Oh, it's that herb. Damn it. Oh boy. Once you get a mount, things kind of pick up a little bit. And once you start getting your abilities, things get real.
I don't have a target. Greetings, traveler.
What do we get? We got some legs. Fancy, fancy legs. And where does this put us? Alright. So you can see that quest is pretty much that entire fucking area, so we're just going to head right over here. We're going to pick up that, and then we're going to loop around while we do that. We're going to be running for a while. Oh, this is like, yeah. Every one of these zones, these starting zones, will have one quest in the second area, kind of that main hub, where then you travel to the capital city. It's actually not bad experience for what you do. You just talk to a guy and you fly and you AFK, and it's pretty cool. But the problem is more like, it takes too much time. So I'd rather just be on the ground, killing something. Got a couple mobs. Using a whirlwind ability. Ooh. Pretty cool effect. It doesn't look very good with a one-hander, but you get some big two-handers going, it feels pretty good. Yeah, now with Whirlwind we can actually do AoE damage, and it's not a lot of damage for 30 rage. But you do it against more than one enemy, feeling pretty good. Let's group them up. I'm at capped rage, so I'm gonna go use shield block to kind of reduce that rage a bit. Keep me alive a little bit longer. Where did the herb go? Oh, there it is. Come here, little herby. So there's an example of taunt being real effective. You just pull that mob from all the way over there. Let's go tap him, make sure he doesn't. Don't lose him. I mean, honestly, I was kind of shitting on Whirlwind, but he's doing pretty good damage. Definitely better with a not garbage weapon.
I'm out of range.
Up this herb. Starting to get 160 experience now per herb. I want to say it's like static, same percent all the way through, but I don't remember. Alright, we are here. We have a quest item to play some drums. Give these guys some little jiggly jiggly music. And if they like it, they won't try to kill us. That one liked it. 1 of 6. Honestly, this quest is a giant pain in the ass. But you can have fun thinking that you're playing cool little drum music to dumb rocks. So talk to that guy. See if he hates us. Did not hate us. Great. Play some drums for that guy. Keep moving. Oh, we're doing good so far. 3 to 6. 3 for 3. Got one more. 4 for 4. Oh my god. Usually this goes like, I don't know, you play drums and then it pisses the guy off and then he tries to kill you. And you're like, that was fun. Wow, maybe that's like bugged or something. Usually they just try to beat the shit out of you and it's not fun at all. Alright, because our Hearthstone is not coming up anytime soon, we're going to need to kill our way back through this area towards town. So I want to do like a loop kind of like this. Because it looks like we actually need 6 claws from a stalker and 6 claws from a cougar. So let's go find them cougars. Like that. Start pounding them. Bringing that stalker over there. Cast shield block. Force stomp. Whirlwind. Target the low guy. That victory rush going. Kill this gazelle for no reason. Perfect. Then we actually need to loot now. There we go. How far over? Okay, I'm just gonna head straight into the right.
It's too far away.
Four of each. So we're getting pretty close. That means I'm going to start heading back a little bit quicker. That guy up with taunt. No. Should you get a victory rush? Heal you up. Oh, he dazed me. What a real jackass. Do that war stomp. Comes in handy on those AoE packs. You're 5 of 5. Pick this guy up with taunt. Charge this one in a second. Okay, that should be it. And we are ready to head back to town. I mean, honestly, I probably could have just hopped up to town to turn that in, but even still, it takes a long time, really. Taunt a guy, come up here, get our victory rush in. Making my way over to this flower.
Range.
Oh, did I get it? I got it. Oh, there's a quest over here. What? We missed something. Oh, is this the guy with, like, the dog? This dude, like, lost his dog or some shit.
Greetings, traveler.
Kyle's gone missing. Feed Kyle. I feel like the quest is really easy. I just don't remember how to do it. Will you find him? Please feed him. Once he settle down, come home. Find his favorite food is a nice tender strider meat. Just venture east, hunt down one, and take its succulent meat. Succulent, Jesus. Put the meat down in town. He's sure to come. I think we probably have some. Stringy wolf meat. Oh shit, look at that two-hander. When the fuck did we get that? Oh, that's going to be our arms weapon, boys. Alright, well, unfortunately, I don't have any strider meat. If I was a real speedrunner, I would have prepared for that. But I'm a scrub. So, I don't care. Get out of here. Boom, 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 boom. Turn in the quest.
Hail.
What do we got? One-handed weapon and chest piece. I'm gonna take the chest piece because we have that two-hander on the way. Look at that! Look at that fancy! Look at that stud. Take some time and just like, just really feel out what it's like to be a warrior. Get a nice flex in. Ugh. If you're not flexing like once a day as a warrior, you're just doing it wrong.
Peace.
Oh boy, level 10. Let's go through what we got. Let me equip that two-hander now. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Whatever. Alright, so at level 10, you are going to get the ability to execute. I like my execute on E. If you're new to a warrior, execute is basically broken as shit. And you will attempt to finish off a foe once they have less than 20% health. And it does a tremendous amount of damage. It will, however, take up quite a bit of your rage, so if you use execute, you're basically not going to have much rage left for something else. Just keep that in mind. We're level 10, we picked up Dungeon Finder, Battlegrounds, Specializations. We're going to go into that in a second. I got pee so fucking bad. And mount equipment. Who cares? But we did get a quest to come over here, talk to this guy. We can now get rider training. 95 silver, and then if you don't have one, talk to the second guy over here and buy yourself a mount. If you're broke as shit like me, try not to be broke as shit. And I don't know, have a mount from some other playthrough. I personally like to, it's called Kodos. I like to keep it a little RP early on. So when I'm a level 10 fucking warrior who's broke as shit, I like to just wear the thing. Because it's a little ridiculous to like, I don't know, let's put on Invincible here. It's a little ridiculous to be like a level 10 warrior who hasn't accomplished anything to be like, I am Invincible, the Mount of the Lich King. That makes sense. Not. So anyway, we're just going to do that. Open up your talent specializations down here, or press N, and Nancy. And we are going to do arms. We are going to activate it. Arms is going to give us the ability Mortal Strike and a bunch of other things later. Oh. Cute. And we are no longer going to be using a shield. So whenever you can, get a two-handed weapon. Buy one from a vendor, or just take the next one that comes up. But you are definitely going to want to put, where is it? Mortal Strike onto your bar. Mortal Strike. This is basically your bread and butter ability. It hits damn hard. For 30 rage, you're going to do a strike for 74 physical damage, reducing the effectiveness of healing by 50%. It's massive. Definitely more of a PvP thing, but it's just huge, and honestly, you're just going to hit like a truck. It's going to feel so fucking good. Let's hop on over, and we're going to do one more quest just to get a little bit of feel like it. As with every specialization in the game, you're going to get a mastery when you key into that spec. For warriors, it's called Deep Wounds. So the abilities Mortal Strike, Colossal Smash, Blade Storm, inflict deep wounds. That is a bleed dot damage over time, which will, let me hover it, which will do some damage over 12 seconds, but it increases the damage the enemy takes from you by X%, like whatever it is. So basically, you're just not doing good damage as an armed warrior if you don't keep up Mortal Strike. So as you can see, I'm Mortal Striking, and then he had a little bleed effect come above his nameplate. Get to another guy. So you can see that bleed pop up, wounds, and he will actually die from that dot if I throw him. Deep Wounds does a silent but tremendous amount of damage. Like that guy is already dead. On. Let's get this guy low and then execute him. Execute is up. Oof, goddamn, it feels good. There you go. This is kind of what a warrior feels like. You're running around, you're just beating the absolute crap out of people. At this point, though, you're going to need to actually pay attention to your rage a little bit. Before level 10, you didn't really have to do it all that much. And actually, I'm going to run up. No, I'm not going to do that. So, because Mortal Strike takes 30 rage. And then if you also go over here and start executing, that's going to be another like 20 to 40 rage. Well, you just don't have that much rage going on. So you have to start being a little bit careful how you spend your rage. Which is why, especially in PvP, things like Hamstring are so good, because you need to keep on top of your target and keep pounding those attacks to generate the rage for then your Mortal Strike to hit. Let's keep going. I'm just going to head back to town, go to a rest spot, and then quit. But anyway, this is a good time to start sort of wrapping up the video. Honestly, these are a ton of fun for me. I love playing. Oh, I have a mount now. Right. I'm an idiot. I have a ton of experience, like just creating new players and enjoying the class and the fantasy of them. So I hope you, if you do that and you're just playing along to have fun, I hope A, you're having fun. If this is your first warrior you've ever played, I hope this is giving you a really interesting introduction and helpful introduction into like what a warrior is, how you think about it, what are, say, some of the drawbacks. And even though we're level 10, I feel like we've gotten into quite a number of pretty complicated warrior sort of mindsets. Just the concept of rage management alone is like a really advanced concept that most people kind of have to figure out over time. Looks like we just got a new shield. Don't need that. We're an arms warrior. That's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm going to hop over here to the inn. You're going to call it a day. Anytime you're stopping playing, make sure to pause at an inn. You'll get rested. You'll see that with these on your unit frame. This will make sure that you rest and get bonus experience next time you come back in. I think it's just on killing things. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a ton of fun to do. Please, if you have any thoughts, comments, put them down below. I will read and respond to everything I can. If you have any questions about how to do that, stick them in the comments below. Or not how to do that, but if you have any questions on something that came up for you in your playthrough that I didn't cover, probably happened. I went through a lot of stuff. Stick it in the comments. I will absolutely get back to it. And let's see what else. I mean, your general like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. I'll see you in the next video. Get smashing, boys. You're going to love it. All right, see ya.